Right, welcome back. We are on episode 8 this week, and the new thing is I'm recording, which actually I find a lot better because I'm actually seeing and talking to myself, and in a sense I see it. I'm not just speaking into the mic. So this week we'll be talking about faith and wellness, and I am so excited because I believe that that's how I started getting my way back into the faith. I was not in a great spot, and the faith kind of showed me, hey, come here, like, you don't need to be afraid, you don't have to be perfect to come back. So anyways, we're gonna start off with something you're grateful for. This week I am grateful for being able to record the video. You can see my expressions. I talk with my hands a lot, and I'm just excited. I'm smiling too, so that's exciting. And I also will be able to post these on YouTube, which I'm really excited to do that as well. Just so much stuff for the podcast, and being able to interact with y'all more and seeing like me, I don't know, it's crazy. It's good because this was a long time coming for me. I did start YouTube back in 2019, so to do podcasts and YouTube, I think is pretty cool. Anyways, I already take out the time, so why not do YouTube? Give you a few moments to think of something you're grateful for this week as well. Okay, so faith and wellness. What comes to mind when you think of faith and wellness? Well, the 3 pillars of faith and wellness: 1, faith, and then the wellness part is emotional, spiritual, and physical. These 3, the way they explained it to me was they have to align. If one's off, the others kind of come off. They feel like something's off. So let's say your mental and your emotional aren't doing too hot. Your spiritual and your prayer life aren't going to be as strong either. And then your physical takes a toll as well. And so maybe backwards. Maybe you go to the gym all the time and you're physical, but your emotional's not there, which the gym has proven to help your emotional. So everybody's different. They can go to the gym for the wrong reasons and not take into consideration the emotional part of it. And so then your spiritual's off again, no prayer life, your emotional gets hit. So anything that keeps you lined up every day, being able to pray, that's on spiritual. Emotional, you're journaling or you're having a conversation with God about what's going on in your day or what you're planning to do throughout the day, that fills your cup up with emotions. And the physical, moving, getting active, not staying in bed all day. So yeah, I hope that makes sense a bit here. So let's get started. The emotional part for me was really hard because my physical, I wasn't treating it right. This was pre-practicing my faith. I was not in a great spot physically. I didn't think my body was worth how others were treating me, mainly guys, and how I would allow that to really affect me. And I didn't think it affected me. Growing up with a hookup culture and things of that sort, it wasn't a great image to go off of. And so my physical wasn't great. I would go to the gym, I'd feel great, I'd feel, oh my gosh, I look great. But behind the scenes, there was a sense of emptiness, obviously, if I wasn't respecting myself or respecting the other people. So, of course, my spiritual and emotional collapsed. My mental, I didn't care. I avoided whatever feelings that I felt about the situation. Yes, I would cry, but I was like, why am I crying? This doesn't make sense. This is not how people explained it. And so I was just confused and I was lost. So then my spiritual, I remember picking up the Bible and reading a verse or two to help me out. I still had God in my life, but not relationship, no consistent routine or a prayer life or anything of that sort. I didn't even have friends that I would talk to about God. And so it was a mess. All the pillars were all over the place and nothing made sense to me because I was going to the gym. I was trying to figure out what was hitting my emotional. Spiritual wasn't that strong for me, so of course, like, it just fell. And so emotional, of course, we live in a time where those mental illnesses are becoming bigger and stronger. And I'm here to tell you, as a 25-year-old that has gone through depression, has gone through anxiety, has gone through all these things in different situations, that they are lies from the devil. They are. Period, point and blank. Getting to that point. Put that in your head right now. They are lies from the devil. I can say that because I've experienced it, and because I have a spiritual life now, prayer life and things of that sort, it has come to light. And so this is where that spiritual kind of intertwines with that emotional, right? So if your emotional life is not the best, you gotta figure out why, or go back to the very fact of, I don't have a prayer life, or I don't talk in the mornings to myself, or deal with myself in a sense that I tell myself I'm worth it, I am loved, I am seen, whatever the case is. Those affirmations that you tell yourself, and even gratitude goes a long way, as I'm learning right now that in putting back gratitude, like actually writing it out, has been more helpful. So that emotional part, anxiety and depression are my main two, and I know people close to me that deal with these things, and it's just a big lack of taking care of yourself. And it sucks to say, because that was me at the time that I was saying in the beginning. And so going on to that spiritual part, when I got back into the faith, there was a sense of belonging with the community telling me, hey, like, come here. Like, there was just a sense of they wanted me, they wanted better for me than what I was doing. And even at that time, when I joined the Bible study, I still wasn't living the best life per se. I think I hit like a total rock bottom while I was going in and trying to figure out the faith in the beginning. And so in each one of our lives, the pillar's going to just hit you of, yeah, I need to change something, because like my coach says, change is necessary. So that spiritual aspect, if you don't have a relationship with God, I invite you to just say a simple prayer. If you can't think of one at all, just say, Jesus, I trust in you. God, I trust in you. Holy Spirit, I trust in you. Holy Spirit, come to my heart. I have my heart open. But these prayers, you have to be open to them. You have to allow yourself to be open to them, because if you're not, they're, in a sense, they're going to fly off. The name Jesus does so much. So if you just want to say Jesus, that would be great too. Just saying it overwhelms me, because I've progressed, and I haven't been on this journey for very long. It's going to be about 4 years now. So I'm a newlywed in a sense of the Catholic faith, but I did grow up with it, like I've said. So then that last pillar of physical activity, get outside. I know it's hot. I live in Texas. I haven't been outside. I actually look pale right now, and I've been told you need to get outside. And so I get it. Go for runs at night. I used to hate runs, and now I love when I run. I can go and go and go. There's just a sense of I am being physically active. Your body craves these things. It craves to be better. It craves to be a better version of yourself. Not just for yourself, for others that you have relationships with, your kids, your spouses, your parents, your siblings, everything. There's a whole aspect to it of being able to keep working on these things. Because like I said, I'm not perfect in this, yet each one needs fixing, or it needs God. In all honesty, it does. It all intertwines, and it's uncomfortable maybe to hear because your faith life might be shaky, you don't know where to start, or you don't have that relationship or faith life, and that's okay. I want this to be a place where you feel like you can reach out to whoever that trusted person is and be like, hey, I want to change. Can you hear me out? And just kind of spill in a sense of a trusted person that can help lead you back. Because I wasn't surrounded with what I am now, and I'm very, very thankful. And it's not easy finding community, and I believe that is part of the mission here at Simply Divine. So I hope that this helps you get kickstart into that faith and wellness, and I hope that you have a great week and that you enjoyed this episode.